Hello there, Capricorn, and welcome to your monthly horoscope for the month of February 2025. So, these horoscopes work best if you watch them for your rising sign, also known as the ascendant. Secondary to that is the moon sign, and of course, you can always watch them for your sun sign. It's just you're going to find greater accuracy if you watch it for your rising sign and your moon sign. If you don't know where those are, don't worry. You can actually go use my free chart calculator just above, and that will give you a hint as to where those placements are. Also, if you want a deeper dive into your own personal astrology than, well, a video horoscope can allow, then I highly recommend scheduling in one of my astrological services. You can do that at the link you see just above. Stagnation. That's the theme for February. And when we face that stagnation and it builds up over time, it can feel quite crushing. And quite often, because those who are in our immediate vicinity tend to, well, in a certain level, reflect things that are going on in our own individual life. Because let's face it, relationships are a mirror, right? We tend to attract to ourselves people who are needing to be there in our lives for us to work out some of the karmic patterns that are there beneath the surface that we're perhaps not aware of. How does that happen? Let's just cover that briefly. That's a really good thing to do. We suppress things. We kind of push it to the back of our mind. Desires, things that we don't want to face, things that we don't want to look at. Over time, that builds up, and hey, guess what? It's got to go somewhere. So where's it going to go? It's going to go onto the stage of your life. It's going to happen just in front of you. So you may have recently been stagnant inside of yourself because you're looking at the road ahead. You're looking at a direction that you want to go. And sure, you have some ideas, plans, but they're perhaps a bit hazy in the details. Why? Because mixed up in that process is you refusing to admit to yourself something that you really, really want, but you're not giving yourself permission to have. So, what's going to happen when that takes place, right? If you're not giving yourself that thing, which you actually can probably have, but you just feel like, oh, well, maybe it's not right that I want that, or maybe it's not good that I want that. Well, you're just going to take that and you're going to push it to the back of your consciousness, right? And when you do that, guess what? All those people in your life are going to appear as some sort of bully that's keeping you from doing the thing that you want to do. And so February finds you in a position where you're tempted to go in, overturn the apple cart, and throw a little bit of a Capricorn temper tantrum in order to make things the way that you want them to be. But you know what? I'm going to say this to you, right? You're not going to make any friends in that particular way. Instead, this can be much more easily solved rather than staging a little miniature revolution or throwing a toddler tantrum. One of the best ways that it can be solved for you is to take all of those things that are on your vision board, your dreams, your ideas, those creative things that you're going, you know what? This is the year that I'm really going to do this. Okay, maybe next year. This is the year I'm really going to do this. Okay, maybe next year. I'm not going to keep going till the end of the video. But it's time for you to stop doing that. And it's time for you to go, no, I'm actually going to do those things now. So one part of you may go, yeah, but I'm still unclear on direction. So bleeping what? Okay, take the steps that you know, right? Um, Eventually, over time, those steps reveal further steps. And next thing you know, you're going down the road. But what's happening to you is because of that conservative approach that we know you always like to take, You're going, well, since I don't know what I'm doing or which direction I'm going, maybe it's better that I just don't start at all. No, you need to get started. You need to take action. And guess what? All those people who you think are holding you back, they're not holding you back. As a matter of fact, you'd probably find that quite a lot of them are there to cheer you on. It's just that you've been in a position where you haven't been willing to express those things that you're really wanting. So, what happens when you take all those desires and you repress them too, right? Those people around you kind of sense that there's something that you want, but that you're perhaps not really saying. So, guess what? They start poking and provoking. And really, the intent that they're doing it with is because they want to know you better. They want to have a clearer perspective on what it actually is that you really want. And so that's why they're doing it. They're not trying to tick you off or anything like that. And they're not trying to hold you back or anything like that. They're actually going, what does this person want? Why don't they tell me? Why can't they be straightforward with that? So, over the course of February, become more confident in your self expression of those things that you want. Don't take that passion and bottle it all up. Because when you bottle that passion all up, next thing you know, you're going to have that little miniature explosion, staging that mini revolution, throwing toddler tantrums right and left. And then all those people who might be along to help you on your journey suddenly start disappearing right and left. And you don't want that. So instead, acknowledge what it is that you want. Begin to become comfortable expressing what it is that you need. Don't hold back. Take those dreams, those visions that you've been kind of keeping bottled up inside, and begin to see how you can take them out of here and maybe out of the ethers and begin to put them on the stage of your life directly in front of you. That's going to do it for this look at your February horoscope for 2025, Capricorn. If you want to schedule in one of my astrological services to know a little bit more about February or the year ahead, there's a good place to do that, and that's right there with my astrological services page. Until next month, please do take the very best care of yourself. Bye now.